What's up, guys? It's your boy Zowoki back out with some more of the Chris Watts videos, and you know what time it is. A part 2 to the pretty much Leave Jim Alone, Daddy's Little Monster, Nicole Kessinger, and all that is included as well. We're going to look at more when it comes to what's in the future, what is in the past. I can tell you right now, I don't know if I can believe if Jim is real, if he's a code name. They never went after Jim. They pretty much didn't even touch Jim. She said, leave him alone, and they left him alone. Apparently, he was the alibi that she should have been, or she should have had, because we still don't know her alibi for her whereabouts that morning. But again, that's what makes this case so confusing, is because we don't know her alibi, her whereabouts, besides that phone ping, her text. Like, it makes no sense. So hopefully Sage will be the one to clarify this. Apparently this is mind-blowing, and we're going to watch. So grab a chair, get comfortable, and also don't forget to subscribe on both channels, but especially this one by hitting that white bar icon down at the bottom right. Hit the bell icon next to it, so when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I've posted that video, and you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, thank you guys so very much for that continued love and support that you guys show on this channel every single day. I can't thank you guys enough. Keep doing what you guys are doing, and we'll continue to keep growing together. And then speaking of support, check out the link in the description for Sage's channel. Go give her some love, subscribe, comment, like, and share. It definitely takes a lot of work and a lot of effort for what she does. We definitely want to give that thanks back to her. So that being said, let's take a look.
Hello everybody, Sage here.
Oh, she's got a new spirit box.
Do a part 2 to
And we are here for that.
Daddy's Little Monster. So, I'm not going to do like a recap on it.
Watch the other video.
Just go ahead and go back and watch the first video. But this is just going to be a continuation of that video. Also, I need to say all alleged, my
not
opinion,
facts.
Not facts.
But it opens up your mind.
I also was gonna do something a little different. I had got the spirit box or portal that I had made or put together, I should say. And I thought, what'd be interesting is to do this reading. And I'm calling forth my guides, only love and light in my space.
I definitely want to know.
Nothing dark is allowed in this space. But I wanted to do the reading as well as have the spirit portal on.
Yes.
To see if anything
happens.
May come up.
Okay.
It's just like we'll say it's an experiment, I guess, huh? So
and we're here to watch.
So that you guys can hear it, a speaker here. And I'm gonna, I also want to say something else too. So I had found something online, and I thought it was so interesting to me, and it struck me that this is the mindset of Nicole Kessinger, in my opinion.
She doesn't care.
Regarding the whole horribleness of what happened with Shanann and her babies.
It's not her fault.
So
it's what she thinks.
And I get it. I'll try and post the link to it, or at least put the name of the link in the description box. But this is from okay, let me just read this. It says, during interviews with police, NK expressed concerns about her name being slandered due to her relationship with Chris Watts. Based on the interview recordings obtained by the Daily Mail, she revealed, quote, "My name is about to be slandered for probably a while.
We don't
I
care.
don't know how long it's going to take to heal.
We're in year 6
But I would
and
not be surprised if it's going to be hard to go out in public sometimes
we're in year 6 and it's still being that way.
for a couple of years. She also added, and that was unquote, she also added, and that really hurts me. I'm just like, this is a horrible, horrible thing. Like, how dare you, you know? And people aren't going to understand that, you know? They're going to say, oh, you know, you're the woman that had an affair with this man who took out his whole family, unquote. Guys, I really, I mean, this was
She's a terrible person.
disgusting to me.
Agreed.
You know, I remember
And yet there are some people that defend Nicole Kessinger and Chris Watts. How?
Amber Fry, who was involved with Scott Peterson, who was found guilty of unaliving his wife and unborn child
But did not go into
in
hiding.
California. Well, Amber Fry, who came before everybody and was just tearful and crying and saying how sorry she was and that this was not something she did not know that he was married at all.
Which
He
MK
told
didn't
her
do.
that she, you know, he was single, and she was devastated by what he had done. And you could tell she was, she was so authentic in her emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And then I read this, and
Nothing.
I just, all she can think about is herself. You know, all she can think about is how this is affecting her.
Mm-hmm.
She's not mentioning, you know, Shanann and her babies, Shanann's family. None of that.
Exactly. That's why we do this.
How dare she? I just don't get it, you guys. I do not understand at all.
I don't either.
Help me understand. I mean, we all know probably of, you know, whatever. She's very selfish.
Agreed.
In my opinion, she's very selfish. So anyway, I thought that was interesting, and I had to share that with you guys, and it just really struck me as really disgusting, you know? So, anyway, let's get on with this. I did do some shuffling before I began this video, and I'm going to turn on the spirit portal.
Definitely interested. And again, Sage is a little bit different with her cards. She uses them all at once, and then it tells a story from left to right, up and down,
Guides, only,
diagonal.
Beings with love and light are allowed in this space. Hello. I heard me. Now, if it gets too busy, and too chatty, I will have to turn it off.
Say okay.
All right, I'll do a couple more shufflings.
And she's shuffling, so it's not like she can put them in order. Is the audio again? Nope, it's still there. So we got the coffin next to the letter. The moon next to the birds. There's the gentleman.
Cute. I heard that's cute.
Where's the woman? Is the woman the last card? Nope. Fourth to last card.
Okay, you guys, I see something different here, and I'm going to point it out. And there's going to be some little added effects, like a little added things. I'm sure little bits of information that's going to come through that may not have anything to do with directly with the relationship between NK and the dad. And one of these I want to point out right now is the book and the tower. The tower is, like I've told you guys before, is
Prison.
it's signifies in this instance a jail, like a big government building, a jail. And then next to that, to the jail, is a ring, which is contracts, and above contracts is birds.
Just communications.
Is birds, and this is all. This is all about you guys. This is just all like like that. This is a pattern, a zigzag pattern. The birds means electronic speaking. Lots of talk back and forth.
By phone.
The birch rod is strife. Um, the child is underneath the cross, which is a deceased child, and across from that is the scythe, which is it happened quickly, and this is just definitely just an affirmation that. Let me have to turn this down. This is getting quite loud. Yeah, it goes, yeah.
I haven't even heard it.
An affirmation regarding definitely this is about NK and the Watts case. But the one thing I wanted to point out, you guys, and this is kind of an affirmation for me regarding what I have suspected, is correspondence. So there's the book underneath the tower, and that is correspondence. Correspondence regarding what all I talked about in this part here, and that's really truly interesting to me. That's a revealing of some information. So NK and CW are somehow communicating. It doesn't tell me how often,
it's
but
probably very rare.
They are communicating currently, and that's quite interesting to me.
I always thought that they were communicating.
All right, let's see here.
Not as much as we think they are, but probably here and there.
Again, the gentleman is looking at the fox, which is intelligence work. So this is another affirmation that this is about NK's father as well.
Oh gosh, here we go.
And then across from here is the fish, which is money.
Money, lust, power.
The fish is the key, which is it's unlocking the door. So unlocking the door to freedom. You know what I mean? So that's just another affirmation. Okay. All right, let's get on with this. So I may have to shut this off. They're extra chatty.
I haven't heard nothing.
You know what I'll do? Protect.
I heard that.
Thank you for protecting me. Okay, I'm going to shut this off briefly. I'm going to do my reading, and then I'll turn this back on. Because you guys, I swear, this is so chatty right now. Hello? Hello? That it's, what I'll do is this, actually, because this is really interesting to me. Less chatter while I'm talking, please.
Oh, hello.
Okay. All right. All right. So Huh, that's interesting. All right. I don't think they're going to slow down right now. I'm going to shut this off and then I'm going to get to my reading and then I'll turn this back on and we'll ask some questions of this. So I'm going to shut this off. Oh,
They're
they are
like,
super chatty,
ah.
you guys. This is the most chatty I've seen this since I have put this together. All right. So where I had left off was NK's dad had believed everything she had told him, throughout her life. He was always making excuses for her and everything,
Getting her
and
out of
coddling
everything.
her. I would say coddling is a good word. You know, you, people. There's always path of least resistance is always kind of a common thing for us to do, and giving her way so she doesn't have a fit. NK doesn't have a fit about
A
things.
bipolar
That's
fit.
the path of least resistance. So he didn't have to deal with that, and that's pretty much is was going on. And up to up to you guys remember when NK's dad was in the interrogation room,
Yes.
and he was
Unfortunately.
NK's dad was pretty much choreographing the interview, right?
Yep.
Well, there was a certain point in that interview when he knew instinctually that she had something to do with this. Because before that, he was like, you know, um, she's done some bad things before, but she would certainly never, you try and make excuses up for your kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
You love your kids. And so up to that point, he was like, no, no, no. And then what? Well, what happened? He was thinking, um, oh, he was filled with dread and he was upset, you guys. He was
Mm-hmm.
so
I did
upset
notice that.
because this put him in a position, right? Because he put himself out
To
there to
protect
help
her.
her
And he didn't know the whole
um,
truth.
out of this situation, according to my cards and my readings, right? And this, when the key clicked and he realized that there was
More.
more to this, it upset him because he put himself on the line, and now it's much bigger. It's so much bigger than what he thought it would initially be,
He's like,
which
what have
makes
I got
sense,
myself
right?
into?
It totally makes sense. Oh man, he was so mad. He was so upset, you guys. So that's pretty much where I had kind of left off in the last reading. Um, so, you know, um, after that, and he expressed to her, was like, his worries and his, you know, it's almost like I see him being afraid to ask her, like, 100%, did you have anything to do with this?
They probably did
Did you
later
have
on when they
anything to
wrote
do with
that
this? He was afraid to ask that, but
paper.
he knew in his heart that there was more to it, right? And he had flashbacks during when he was in the interview after he realized this. He had these flashbacks of her. Nikki had, and especially according to my reading, she had some very violent tendencies when she was a child, when she was a teenager growing up, very violent tendencies. And
She stabbed a woman in the back.
there was that one incident which we all know about where we heard rumor that she had um, used I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, but I will, a knife on someone, like in his back, I think. I see her doing this like to his back, but I'm not too sure. I just heard a little bit about it, but there were more incidents than that. I mean,
DUIs that where she had the D
she was
word.
very she was pretty violent, you guys. And I really feel like that has a lot to do with why other people are not coming forward and saying and speaking up, because it's so odd to me
Somebody's got to know
that none of
something.
her childhood friends have come forward, and spoke on her behalf or said, "Oh yeah, I knew." No one
And then
has
she's
said
gone like a
anything that they've
ghost.
known her. It's almost as if she was didn't exist up until a few years before
Mm-hmm.
Chris Watts and what
And
happened.
she's not in the witness
It's
protection
just
program.
bizarre to me. Bizarre. And that would explain a little bit on why they don't want to mess with her. They don't want to have anything to do with it, because they know what she's capable of doing and what she can do. And of course, up to that point, NK's dad has always made excuses, and
Tried to save
uh,
her.
he's bailed her out quite often. Above his head is the clouds, which is doubt.
So he
And
doubts his daughter.
um, ang- each angle here represents something else as well. So here's doubt above his head. Neck at the angular level here is the snake, which is represents um,
Can't be good.
what happened, and NK's involvement, and the doubts that he
Has.
has about it. Insidious. It's just something that is on his mind often. And the cross right here, it leads up to the cross, which is emotional and mental pain. This is something that he has definitely
Suffered
just
from.
carried around with him. You guys, he's definitely carried this around with him. Oh, and then off to this side is, if you notice, I want to show you guys something. So the cloud card here, right? You see it?
Yes.
Oh, I need to get better lighting. But this part here is the darker clouds. This part here is the lighter clouds. So this is more doubt. This is less doubt. So what's even more pressing on him is the fact, and this is also an anchor because he knows he's going to have to carry this around forever,
Forever.
is the fact that uh, nothing will ever be the same. The stars represents hopes and aspirations, and um, you know everything that you can possibly do, and it's been dashed. Okay, it's just been dashed because of what's happened
So
and
she
the
ruined her
involvement with NK.
parents' lives.
Even for him, this is just ruined. This is ruined. This has ruined him.
So it's ruined the Ruseks. It's ruined the Watts. Chris Watts' family. Nicole Kessinger's father or family. Tons of police officers and their lives and how they go about all lives and livelihoods and so forth.
Um,
She destroyed so much.
it's definitely
And all for what?
it's definitely
Some
affecting
booty.
him health wise,
Well, he can't be any younger.
mentally, physically.
So he probably was what?
Excuse me.
Nicole was 32 at the time, 31. So her father had to be 60 ish. So he's probably 66 now. So he's not probably doing significantly great, but
You know, there's also I want to point out something as well here. So he's looking at the fox, which is intelligence work, but also it is him looking at the fox. It's the fox can also mean being deceived, and he's looking at that as well
Because
as he
she lied to
deceived
him.
people in
Oh,
order to pull these strings. And
paying off DAs.
this had unlocked um,
Again, alleged.
a lot of these worries, a lot of these issues that's on him now. And it also has affected his money too. And this is
Oh, I wouldn't doubt.
has affected his money. And also, if you see to the next to the clouds is the sun, which has affected his happiness.
Mm-hmm.
So, you guys, and it's just not him that this has affected, right? Um, and I see him like, when I do my cards, um, I also I see like in my mind's eye, and it's like these little movies that play out, and I hear him um
Like
saying
premonitions?
to NK,
What were you thinking?
never again, never
Mm.
again, never ever again will this ever help you again.
Like this is your last
This
time.
has changed their relationship dynamics. Of course he still loves her, but it's
He's
not
not
the same.
upset.
It's
He's
not the same.
disappointed. How much you want to bet?
Oh, I also want to mention something else too. And it has something to do. Um, I had one of my subscribers ask, was NK's dad the one that was tipped off by Anadarko
No.
regarding if law enforcement knew
Well, I
about
don't think so.
NK, right? And CW having a relationship. And yes, he was. Yes, 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 he was. He was the one that Anadarko called and said, "Hey, listen, dude, you may want to warn your daughter because uh, law enforcement just was here and they were asking some questions about this." And that's how he initially got involved. That's when he took
Mm.
charge and
It's like I gotta
decided
fix your
to
crap
help her
again,
out. Because
Nicole.
that's what he's always done, right? He's always helped her in these types of situations, and so he was, it's like a rote action for him. He's like, okay, well, let's just get her out of this because this is just another mess, and he didn't think about the actual
Repercussions?
involvement that
Oh.
that actually was. So, yeah,
Because he probably
oh,
knows what she did.
it's just a big mess. You know, she she would not she would not have come forward if it weren't for that
And
tip off,
Darko. Huh. Makes you really think about if
which is
what she would have done.
unfortunate that Anadarko did.
And
Tip.
then you hear the DA. Oh, she was forthcoming. She came to us, but she hampered the investigation. Like it's just complete BS that we hear out of those mouths.
Tip off the dad, because if they wouldn't have, they probably would have gotten a little bit better results regarding, taking her by surprise, right?
That could have been a lot better.
So she was able to get her story, according to
Talk with
her,
her
right in her
dad.
head. You know,
Prepare.
it was just, it was able to prepare her more for that versus by getting her by surprise.
True.
It's just really unfortunate. I think things
Just
may have
wish they would
turned out
open
a
this
little
up.
bit
What would it
differently.
hurt?
So let's see here. What else? So Another thing I want to mention is there's a certain pattern that occurs when I don't want to say the word curse, but there is definitely some
Bad juju.
darkness attached to the people involved in all of it. Okay. You know what comes to mind is I think pretty much everybody has watched the movie The Mummy, right?
Yep.
With Brendan Fraser. And remember the part where those men went into the cave and got the box of canopic jars and they opened it up. It's like all of the ones that had opened up
Are
that
cursed.
box was marked, right? And it feels like that to me. It feels like that type of scenario. Um, there's so many people that don't believe in karma like this,
Oh,
but
I believe in it.
in my opinion, this type of karma definitely is
Gonna make its dues.
is there. It happens, and I believe that this has a lot to do with this dark karma, as well as other things that we've discussed before in other readings. I think it's a mixture, which has made it more intense. But the ones that I would say, you know, that are involved, that this has affected that way, is of course NK, CW, um, I'm gonna have to say Jim,
Leave Jim alone.
NK's dad, and the DA,
Hmm.
because they all either helped commit this atrocity. I'm
I don't
not
know how much the value or how much truth this is, but apparently I found out that somehow, some way, the DA is like like or relative towards Nicole and Nicole's father. I don't know how much truth that is, but that definitely put a big bombshell in everything.
saying that the DA did that, or yeah, I'm saying definitely, okay, so what I'm seeing currently is like Jim, um, NK's dad, had, well, NK's dad definitely had suspicions and helped NK, right?
But he's still gonna do it because
That
it's his
was
daughter.
making sure justice wasn't
Prevailed.
going to happen. For one, that's bad. Another thing is Jim, according to my cards, and of course, I've got to say all alleged, my opinion, not
Not
facts.
facts. We gotta say that.
I believe Jim was involved in this
Still trying to figure out how.
beforehand, had knowledge, and I think there's more to it.
There is,
And
but DA Rourke won't open it up.
the DA, because the DA turned a blind eye
It's done. It's over with.
and did not
It's a witch. It's not a
prosecute
witch hunt.
to the fullest and have NK investigated like he should have.
Agreed.
All of that has a lot to do with the dark clouds that are hanging over these people's lives right now. CW, he's done for. He's done for.
Oh yeah, he's not. Ain't nothing coming out of that.
There's people waiting and in prison, you know, to
Take care of it.
to do something to him.
Prisoners don't like women
and I
beaters,
believe that eventually
pedophiles.
that will probably become successful. I don't like to even if it's just, I know it's CW and who cares, and he's disgusting, he's a monster, but I don't like to put that kind of stuff out there. Anyway, I have my reasons for that, but
I understand where she's
I
coming
do
from.
believe that he will end up. I don't think he's gonna have a very like a long life in prison. I really don't.
Oh,
NK, it's happening. I mean, she's already, that dark cloud is so dark over her.
it's haunting
And
her.
I don't feel a bit sorry for either of those two.
Me neither. Karma's coming back for its
Any of
dues.
them, really. Okay, I don't feel a bit sorry for any of them. The only thing, that's gonna to help lift this cloud is when the truth comes to light.
Hopefully one day.
And I believe it will. I really do. I believe the truth will come to light.
It's just going to take time, unfortunately.
I also want to touch on something. So, and it kind of is popping out at me. Again, I want to mention something is the birds' communication. The mice, the scythe, the cross is over the bear. The mice, the scythe, and the cross is over the bear.
What's
and
the bear?
Underneath the bear is communication and electronic communication. And I do believe Shanann does communicate that way. That's how she preferred it in life as well. But I gotta show you guys something. So this is the bear is Shanann. She's like the mother bear, a mama bear, right?
Okay.
Protective of her cubs. She's looking. This is so sad, you guys. So she's looking at her children, and behind the children is the snake. And do you guys, it's in an image popped into my head when I'd seen this as well. And I was thinking, you guys, you know how Chris Watts had said that while he was unaliving Shanann, that, he was interviewed and they go, well, what was she saying? He goes, I don't know. I think she was praying.
Praying. Yep.
Guys, I don't think she was praying.
Oh, no.
I personally, she was a fighter, and
Agreed.
I go to HE double toothpicks, and I truly believe that's where he's going to go. Our words have power. I don't think it was just him that she was telling that to, because I believe that she knew the truth.
That's what, like, a turn of events. Shanann would have said, go to hell. Oh, man.
People. before he unalived her. And I do believe that that's what she was telling. I hope, you all go to HE double toothpicks. Okay. I don't know if I can say that word on YouTube. Sorry.
I think
But,
so.
our words have power in those moments. And I think that has, I'm not saying that Shanann, cursed anybody or anything, but
No.
I do believe that our words have power. And
Well,
I
what
think
he
the
did
universe
is going to
listens.
condemn him.
And I think the universe agreed with her. Okay. That's how I look at that. I think the universe agreed with her that they need to go to hell. I said it.
Yep.
Anyway.
You did. It's okay.
It's quite interesting. Yeah. All right, everybody. I'm gonna turn this on.
Ooh, do
the
it.
portal
Want to hear it.
box on to see what we can get. Just for a minute or two. I only call forth my guides, love and light, into this space to speak to us. Hello? I don't know if anything's going to come through. Is anybody there? Hello? Yep. Yep. Hello. What's up? Hey, so yeah. I was wondering if my guides could answer some questions. Yeah. Thank you. I was wondering if my guides could answer if Nicole Kessinger, will she ever go to jail? Will she ever go to jail for her involvement? Oh, yeah. I think I said,
Yeah, I heard
oh,
that.
yeah. Can you say that again? Will NK ever go to jail?
Sure.
Was that a yes? What will she, if that's a yes, what will she go to jail for? What will Nicole Kessinger go to jail for?
Couldn't make it out.
Will it be soon?
Seven what? 7 days, 7 weeks, 7
Guys, it
years?
almost sounded like Shanann there for a second.
Yeah. Yep. Giddy up. How did I get?
That said BN. Good. Is Shanann here? No. Okay.
Sure weird. I heard a clear no. Come back on the play and look at it.
All right. Well, I'm just getting little snippets of voices here and there. Nothing really being said. except for some yeses.
Right.
So, I'll keep trying the portal breaker. Like breaker. I'll keep trying the
Hope is back.
thank you guys. I will try it again other times. I just wanted to see how it would interact with my cards and everything. And there's lots of responses, but
Nothing really concrete.
the responses are short, like
Bursts.
half words. So I'll be practicing some more, and we'll see how this all the portal box will pan out. But there was definitely some responses like yeses and nos I heard. So anyway, I want to mention
So, guys, a lot of things to think about. Obviously, the things with Nicole Kessinger's father, that he regrets possibly helping her. The turmoil of her actions had led to this event that he's like, none or done. We're not doing this anymore. I can't keep saving you. This is like your end kind of thing. The connection with Jim, and Jim being the alibi that she so-called was going to use, but we never did find out about an alibi, or if Jim is actually involved, if he helped dig the hole or dispose of evidence or whatever have you. I wholeheartedly believe too that we'll see something with this case either open, or something's going to be found out, or somebody's going to say something. I just have a feeling, and I can't figure it out, but it's going to be in time. Like, we're not talking like a couple days, couple months. We're talking about possibly years, which is unfortunate. There are days that I believe that this may never get open, but then there's days like today where I'm like, there's something there, and it's either NK is gonna say it or Jim. I don't think NK is gonna say it, but Chris Watts could, Jim could, her dad. Somebody's gonna say something, and it's gonna go. It's gonna explode. And a whole bunch of different things. Again, I still believe wholeheartedly this should have went to trial. But again, the whole thing with the DA trying to get it done and over with before the elections to make him look better. Yeah, it just, that's what I wholeheartedly believe. Again, it's all alleged. It's opinions. It's not facts. It's for entertainment purposes. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. Please comment down below your guys' thoughts on what we've seen here in front of Sage. If you guys have not gone to her channel and done the thing by subscribe, comment, like, and share, go give her the love that she deserves. And we'll see you guys in the next video. So please take care, be safe, and as always, keep nerding on, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.